Freehold Township has become a very desirable place to live over the past several years. And many times I get asked about the differences between living in East Freehold versus living in West Freehold. So today I'm going to discuss both the pros and the cons of living in East versus West Freehold. Hi, I'm Melissa DeSantis, broker associate in Freehold, New Jersey. Welcome back to my channel. On this channel, I talk about anything and everything related to living here in Monmouth County, New Jersey. So if you are considering moving to the area, or if you already live here, please make sure you tap the bell and hit the subscribe button so you're notified the next time I post new video content about living here in Monmouth County. Freehold Township is located in the western section of Monmouth County. We can break it down into two sides, East Freehold and West Freehold. And if you are unfamiliar with the area, you may be wondering what the key differences are between living in East versus West Freehold. So today I am going to give you the pros and the cons to both. Let's start with East Freehold and the advantages of living there. Number one is its location. East Freehold borders Colts Neck and Marlborough Township. Living here, you are within close proximity to routes 537 and 18. And that makes it ideal if you are traveling north. You can hop on Route 18 and bypass Route 9 and all the traffic and congestion that Route 9 tends to get throughout many parts of the day. Therefore, your commute to northern parts of New Jersey or to the New York area will be shorter than if you live on the west side of Freehold. You can also access Route 18 to many Jersey Shore beaches and arrive in about 20 to 30 minutes. East Freehold's location is ideal, and this is definitely a plus to living on the east side. The second pro of living in East Freehold is easy access to several parks and recreational facilities. You can access the Henry Hudson Trail, a 24-mile tree-lined paved trail that residents love to go walking, running, and biking on. You are also nearby the East Freehold Showgrounds, which is where the Monmouth County Fair is held every summer, as well as horse and dog shows and other special events throughout the year. Lastly, you are also not far from Doorbrook Recreation Center, which is located in Colts Neck and features 540 acres and includes a playground, tennis courts, swimming pool, spray ground, paved trails, and much more. So you can enjoy the outdoors and you don't have to travel far when living in East Freehold. The third pro to living in East Freehold is the pride of ownership and sense of community you will find. If you drive through the neighborhoods, you will likely notice a tranquil suburban atmosphere and well-manicured properties. And with regular local events and neighborhood gatherings, residents have numerous opportunities to connect and build lasting relationships. So now let's talk about the cons or disadvantages of living in East Freehold. The number one con is home prices. For the most part, you will find that home prices in East Freehold tend to be higher than they are in West Freehold. There are pockets of areas on the east side that you can find that may compare to some parts on the west side of the township, but in general, homes in East Freehold tend to carry a higher price tag overall. And that brings us to the number two con, and that is taxes. Along with home prices typically being higher, you can also expect to find that your property taxes are going to be higher as well. That's not to say you won't find some homes on the east side of town to be less expensive and to have lower taxes than on the west, but in general, the east side does have higher prices for both. The number three disadvantage on the list is proximity to shopping. Living in East Freehold is not as convenient to food stores and shopping compared to West Freehold. Downtown Freehold is nearby, so restaurants and entertainment are plentiful, but you will have to travel further to do your shopping, and there are just not as many options close by to choose from. If you live in East Freehold, your children will attend J.J. Katina or Applegate for elementary school, Eisenhower for middle school, and Freehold Borough for high school. The Freehold Borough High School is part of the Freehold Regional High School District and is comprised of 6 schools: Freehold Township, Freehold Borough, Manalapan, Marlboro, Howell, and Colts Neck. This is a highly rated public school district and offers the children the opportunity to apply for specialized magnet and international programs. So now that you know both the advantages and the disadvantages of living in East Freehold, let's discuss West Freehold. The number one pro to living in West Freehold is the easy access and close proximity to shopping and entertainment, plus restaurants and convenience stores. On the west side of town, you have several food stores to choose from. You are close to Route 9, which has numerous restaurants and fast food options. Central State Hospital is on that side of town. And for entertainment, iPlay America is nearby, as well as the Freehold Raceway Mall, and Six Flags Great Adventure isn't far as well. Living in West Freehold, you definitely have more options, selections, and convenience compared to East Freehold. Number 2 is home prices. As I pointed out earlier, the east side tends to carry higher prices. And although living anywhere in Freehold isn't cheap, it will likely be easier to find more reasonable home prices and taxes on the west side of town. The third pro is an array of parks and outdoor recreational venues. Now, the east side also offers this, but living on the west side of town, you have access to different facilities. Michael Teague Park is nearby. This is a beautiful park with a playground, paved trails, skateboard, a spray ground, and lots of space with tables to enjoy picnics. There are also a handful of smaller parks on the west side of town, and the Manasquan Reservoir is nearby as well. And this offers over 1,300 acres of water and land for walking, running, biking, kayaking, fishing, and just so much more. Moving on to the cons of living in West Freehold. First con is traveling to North Jersey and or the New York area. Living on the west side of town, it will definitely take you longer to commute if you are traveling north. And although you do have public transportation available with several buses up and down Route 9, it will take you longer to travel from the west side due to the traffic. Traveling north is definitely easier from the east side than it is from the west side of Freehold. The second disadvantage to living on the west side is that the area tends to get more congested. Because you do have easier access to stores, restaurants, and everyday necessities, the roads are traveled more heavily in this area, and traffic at times can be frustrating, taking you longer to get from point A to point B. The last and third con on the list is the way the elementary schools are zoned on the west side. There are 3 elementary schools that house West Freehold: Laura Donovan, Applegate, and West Freehold Elementary. And many times there are crossover. So even though your kids become friendly with kids who live nearby, they may not actually end up being zoned for the same elementary schools. Barcalow Middle School is zoned for West Freehold, and Freehold Township is the high school. The high school is also part of the Freehold Regional High School District. Ultimately, I think you will find you won't go wrong living on either side of town. Like anything, both have their advantages and disadvantages. But I'm confident that if you decide to explore Freehold Township, you will realize why so many people love to call Freehold home. If you have any additional questions about Freehold Township or the Monmouth County area, please reach out to me. You can call, text, email me, or connect with me on social, and I would love to hear from you. Again, I'm Melissa DeSantis, a broker associate in Freehold, New Jersey.